that better? I don't know why that was down. Cool. Sorry, guys. There it is. It's fixed. Chill out. It's all good. What is up? Yeah. That should be good now. All right. I turned it back. Turned it up. It's all good. Y'all can just shut the fuck up now, right? Yeah. Ha ha ha. Shut the fuck up. We're all good. What? I drank my juice already. All right. Cool. I'm going to be editing today. Shut up, Char. No, you're not. Yeah, I fucked up. I was supposed to go to Son of Monster Palooza today. Just put off buying the tickets for it because I just assumed it would be fine. And when I went to go buy them finally on Thursday, I think, it said the online sales were done. Get them at the door. So I went there and got there like a half hour early. Probably should have went earlier. Not sure if it would have made a difference. But when I pulled into the area, all the signs said sold out. So I missed out on panels for The Thing and for Cult of Chucky. And The Thing's my favorite horror movie. And pretty upset about that. Just had to come home real pissed. Could have met everyone. Like Wilford Brimley was there. Bunch of dudes from The Thing were there. For Cult of Chucky, Fiona Dourif was there. Don Mancini was there. Tony Gardner, the puppeteer, was there. So, and there's there's Chelsea. Hi. She said hi. So I'm really upset that I missed out on that. I have no one to blame but myself. I could have bought those tickets for weeks. I did message Son of Monster Palooza weeks ago. I was like, hey, could I get tickets to your thing for my channel? And they gave me tickets for Sunday, tomorrow. So I will be going for free tomorrow. But all the panels were today. And I'm really upset that, I'm upset they didn't give me tickets for today. Because that would have been cool, man. Oh, thanks, Tessa. Thanks. And a very good. So I at least made sure not to waste my time today. As soon as I got home from that debacle, I set up the set, and I filmed Seed and Curse of Chucky, which is what I'll be editing Seed tonight. So that's what I'll be working on. In the attic, Tiffany's really attempting to kick her killing habit, going so far as to call the widow of Officer Bailey for Bride of Chucky to apologize for the murder. To apologize for that murder. Chucky references. I tried to have an editing stream a bit ago, and then I forgot that I was uploading something for work, and it was choking out my internet, and it wouldn't work, so I had to stop that. And now we have this one. With Glenn, and then it's night again, and during dinner, and then it's night again. During dinner, and night again, and during dinner, and then it's night again, and during dinner. Guys, don't ask for shout-outs and don't request movies. Look at this. Come on. Come on. Look at this. It says it's very clear. It's very clear font. It's not like a script. It's not cursive. It doesn't have crazy serifs. It's a nice, legible block font, and it says, "Please don't request movies for the kill count." I feel like it's pretty clear. So please just adhere to that. Some vague day plans with Glenn, thanks, Daniel. And during dinner, Jennifer tells Redman that she's pregnant. He says, "Cool story, bro, but the baby can't be his because he's had a vasectomy." Because he's had. I'm very tired. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be Comic Sans. That's insane. Because he's had a vasectomy. He does, however, tell her that she can't be the Virgin Mary anymore if she's pregnant, enraging Tiffany, who overhears through the vents. She calls him the dick. I don't think so, Liz. I don't think it's like I don't think it's that customizable yet. Ugh, I'm super fucking tired. I got up so early for that convention, man. I packed my backpack. I was all ready to go. I'm so sad I missed that Thing panel, man. That was probably my one and only chance to see a bunch of those guys. It was like Childs was there, Palmer was there, Windows was there. Maybe not Windows, Fuchs, but all those dudes were there. And when else am I gonna fucking see all those random guys? This sucks. I'm so mad.
And the operator essentially tells her it's okay to slip up sometimes, I guess. Doing a shit job there, guy.
Can I turn my volume up? It's up. I thought as much as it. Oh wait, I could just adjust it here. Is this better? No. Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? What about? Is that better? How about that? Is that good? Is this good? Hello? This should be good, right? Okay. Is it too loud now? I'm gonna do this. How's this? I have seen Hush. It's really good. I love Hush. This seems like it's probably still too loud. All right. How about this? Is that good? Yeah. Let's do this. Okay.
Takes it as an okay.
Wow, man. Getting a lot of mixed signals from y'all.
Doing a shit job there, guy, because Tip takes it as an okay to go kill Redman while Jennifer's in the other room on the phone. She slinks up underneath him and stands in the crotch, totally eviscerating him beneath the table, leaving his steaming organs on the floor as he takes Jennifer Tilly's advice.
I've only seen the first Insidious movie.
Takes Jennifer Tilly's advice to heart.
I'll be going to Universal Horror Nights. Chelsea does not like haunted houses or mazes. She doesn't like people jumping out at her. Man, that was another thing. I messaged, I emailed Universal Horror Nights and was like, hey, I have a channel. Can I get a pass to go there? Never heard back from them. I think that was when maybe I was at like 80,000, so I don't know. I just want some goddamn respect from the fucking community, man. Give me passes for shit. I'll make videos and be like, send people your way, yo. Tyler, including inside the maze? I would never want to use my flash in the maze because I would feel bad for the fucking actors there. Oh, hey. Ira, I'm JFK. Here's $6. You think it's a random amount, but that's how much whores cost in 1960.
Chucky attacks Tilly, and when Joan says she can hear Jennifer screaming, Tiffany covers it up. Damn, I love Tilly's willingness to do anything in this movie. Damn, I love Tilly's willingness to do anything in this movie.
Cool, thanks, Tyler. I'll do that.
Damn, I love Tilly's willingness to do or say anything in this movie. To do or say anything in this movie. Chucky ties her to the bed again, dropping his victory photo in the process, which pisses off Tiffany because she wants them to quit killing. Because she wants them to quit killing. Still rolling?
Could someone send a link to the Discord to the Grim Reaper? Because apparently the one in the description is expired, which is my bad.
Because she still wants them to quit killing. Then
Emily Hollywood, where I live.
Until he pops in with his own opinion.
Thanks, Eli Ellington. I'm glad you think that editing live streams are cool.
Yeah, dude, fucking go for it. Yeah, dude, fucking go for it. Yeah, dude, fucking go for it. Yeah, dude, yeah, dude, fucking. Yeah, dude, fucking go for it.
Hey, whoever runs the FAQ, people who run the FAQ, I haven't checked in a while, so I don't know if you've updated the upcoming schedule. Don't update it with like the schedule. Oh wait, I don't think I told you guys the schedule. I told my patrons the schedule. Everyone will get the schedule for the rest of the year for the kill count on Friday the 13th. It'll be part of a big announcement, not a huge announcement. It's not like I'm leaving my job, but I'll announce some fun stuff on October 13th in a little bit less than a month. And it'll include the schedule for the rest of the year for the kill counts. It'll also have a new pin for sale, and it'll also have a new Patreon reward level.
Glenn also specifies that no matter what, he doesn't want to be a murderer. Shocking Chucky, who goes on a rant about how he loves being a killer.
There's not a Friday the 13th movie coming out this year. Extreme Gamer. I don't know what you're talking about, man. They got canceled.
Goes on a rant about how he loves being a killer that ends with him hitting...
Aw, thank you. Thank you, TSP Squad, who says that they watch every single one of my videos and is about to go on my Patreon. Thank you so much. Awesome.
Redman's body to everyone in the room. As Glenn twitches out even more, Chucky raises the point that Redman was supposed to his body, so Tiffany picks up the phone to call Stan.
I know, Char. It's exciting.
call Stan and tell him she wants his body. Tiffany picks up the phone to call Stan and tells him she wants his body. Haha, you dumb idiot. She meant literally. Haha, you big stupid. She meant literally. Before Chucky and Tiffany can get to work with their whole incantation situation, they're interrupted.
Is that a song, Joshua Baker?
Jennifer, concerned about the phone call she had earlier. She walks in on this, probably thinking Jennifer Tilly into some kinky shit, and Chucky looks poised to kill her, but instead she gets flamed towards with a lighter and some hairspray. Which makes her stumble back and kind of deliberately climb over that banister. Look at that shit. That ain't natural. Then fall to her death 3 stories down.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of Maggie's death, Chucky's first kill back before he was a total joke of a character who jerked off into plastic cups.
Oh, Spaceballs. Ugh.
Kind of reminded me. Kind of reminded me of Maggie's death, Chucky's first kill back before he was a total joke of a character who jerked off into plastic cups. Chucky comforts the crying killer doll he thinks is Tiffany, even trying to make her feel better by showing that he's been a...
Yeah, I plan to make a series other than the kill count once I'm doing this full time. I have lots of ideas.
Even trying to make her feel better by showing that he's...
Yeah, Mad Men is one of the best shows ever made. Along with The Wire, I'd say that Mad Men and The Wire are the 2 best shows.
What is that, 3 more kills? An off-screen 3-fer? Now you're just padding them stats, Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, I'm super excited about Happy Death Day. I'll do another one of those live stream reviews, even though barely anyone came to the Mother one, but like I don't think it was a huge movie like it was with it. It's not based on subs, Cruzy. It's based on patrons.
Glenda gets maniacal.
Oh, really, Tyler? 2 months in advance? I think I must have missed that.
Starts to cry actual tears, which just... Glenda gets maniacal.
Oh, thanks, Daniel.
Glenn starts to cry actual tears, which just reminds me.
Yeah, Charar, and anyone else who was at the Mother's stream, I feel like when I was describing the plot of it and just like giving the plot rundown, I felt like I was telling a creepypasta. It was a lot of fun.
Which just reminds me of back when Chucky and Tiffany first fucked and sent this series down the path that led to all of this. Of back when Chucky and Tiffany first
Oh, cool, Liz.
sent the series down the path that led to all of this. Sent the series down
I don't hate Jennifer Lawrence, but didn't she do that? Didn't she have something about like there was like a rock or something on Hawaii that she like sat something about like her wet butt or something?
Jennifer gives birth to a little baby boy who's pretty normal looking, it seems. Starts pushing to the limit again. Then starts pushing to the limit
that
again.
sucks.
Giving birth to a little girl. With all that taken care of.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
With all that taken care of, Chucky gets to work.
I've actually never read Lovecraft.
Tiffany interrupts him because Glenda hasn't picked a body.
I'd love to. I can't imagine doing a series on horror books just because reading takes so long. I'm not great at reading fast.
Everyone starts screaming their frickin' lungs out. Chucky gets overwhelmed and tells everyone to STFU. He says he's done trying to be a human because it kind of sucks anyway with the whole aging and dying thing. And besides, he's pretty happy as a famous killer doll. Tiffany ain't down with all that, though, saying she wants to be human. So she breaks up with Chucky right then and there, pissing him off enough to try and throw a knife at him and takes him in the chest like a champion.
It's been a long time since I've seen Amityville Horror.
Murderous doll that kind of looked like the woman he loves, but not exactly sure why he threw down his life to protect murderous doll that kind of looks like the lady he loves, but whatever, dude. We had to wrap up your useless storyline somehow. But whatever, dude. We had to wrap up your useless storyline somehow.
They're the most annoying Rainbow Gaming.
Might as well be with another kill.
After the Chucky series is going to be the Your Next kill count for Your Next, and then after that, it'll be a surprise.
Tiffany knocks Chucky out with a knife, and some cops bust in, finding Jennifer Tilly among a very
Or you'll see it on an editing stream. I don't know.
Like the most kinky shit. In the hospital, she finds out she's been cleared as innocent of the murders, but might be considered unfit to parent. But we know she's not Crazy Town Banana Pants, since Tiffany and Glenn have snuck into her room and since Tiffany and Glenn are right there. Since Tiffany and Glenn are right there, having snuck into her room and hiding under her bed. Since Tiffany and Glenn are real, having snuck into her room and
No, I don't know what
her
dead
IVs so
snow
they can
is.
knock
What
her
is that?
unconscious. Since Tiffany and Glenn are real, having snuck into her room and drug her IV so they can knock her unconscious.
Thanks, Saucy Nuke.
In fact, they snuck into her room and now drug her IV.
Oh man, I'm sleepy.
Chucky comes and visits with an axe through the door and some meta commentary. Acting fast, Tiffany gets to work with the chant and tries to switch her soul with Jennifer.
Oh, I've heard of that Frozen
When
Nazi
she
movie.
finishes, though,
Yeah,
Chucky axes her in the head, saying
that's right. Is that like it was on? It's on Netflix, right? Or at least it was for a long
Chucky
time.
axes her in the head, saying that nobody gets to leave him. Tiffany collapses onto the hospital floor and dies. Her last words warning Glenn not to make the same mistake she and Chucky made.
Guys, stop talking about Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. I say all the time how I can't do those right now, man. And it literally says right here, please don't request movies for the kill count. Like, people are trying to, like, ask me other questions that I haven't heard 1,000 times. I'd rather be able to see those messages and talk to them.
Glenn gets mad and Glenn gets mad and attacks Chucky with kung fu noises and front flips and shit, because why not? Jennifer Tilly slides him the axe, and he goes straight up fucking psycho on Chucky, cutting off each and every one of his limbs and calling him daddy.
Favorite movie of the year so far is really tough, man. Because I love Get Out, It, and Mother so much, for such different reasons, man.
For his part, Chucky shows he's not
I mean,
hypocrite by telling Glenn he's proud of him for his violence.
I don't know. It probably.
The axe, he decapitates Chucky, which is apparently enough to kill him nowadays because this franchise gave up on the whole kill the horror thing somewhere back in 1990. Jennifer Tilly comforts Glenn and
Thanks,
shot of
Jack
Glenn
Elliott.
fades to black, just in time for a denouement.
David Bonilla, is there like even a rated version of Curse of Chucky though? I feel like that's one of those movies where they're probably like unrated, and it's like just the same that it's always been because that movie premiered on like home video and on Netflix.
A nanny named Fulvia complains to Jennifer Tilly that Glenda is a very bad girl, even if Glenn is an angel of a child. I don't blame the nanny for being weirded out. Though. Look at that evil-looking clown. I don't blame the nanny for being weirded out, though. Look at that evil clown-looking little girl. Freaking weirdo. Fulvia quits her job, which enrages Jennifer enough to knock her out with the Tiffany doll and beat her to death with it. Damn, beating the nanny to death at her
Hey, thanks,
party?
Glafira Medina.
That's like a Robert Damn, beating the nanny to death at her birthday party? That's like
I try,
Robert
Finn.
Durst level of homicidal arrogance. Jennifer's eyes go green, so I guess like Tiffany's body switch thing did work after all. Then what was with the Tiffany doll's dying words to Glenn? Is that Jennifer Tilly saying that shit? None of it makes sense. Whatever. None of it makes sense. Whatever. And what was with her dying words to... Then what was with the Tiffany doll's dying words to Glenn? Was that Jennifer Tilly saying that shit? None of it makes sense. But whatever.
What's a movie you look forward to doing a kill count on? Like, honestly, all of them. Leprechaun will be fun.
Glenn gives a voiceover revealing...
But, like, I can't think of a movie I'm not excited to do a kill count on.
Which means, like, who's in the Glenn? Whatever. Glenn gives a voiceover revealing that he's in the body of this other weird-looking ginger, which means, like, who's in the Glenda body? Is it just a bad kid, an evil twin soul? I don't know, man. Who's in the Glenda body? Is it just a bad kid, an evil twin soul? I don't know, man. Glenn gets a big Glenn gets a big box for a birthday present, and inside, Glenn gets a big box for a birthday present, and inside is Chucky's severed bowling. This is seed of bowling. This is bowling.
Oh,
this
my
is
camera turned off.
Glenn gets a big box for a birthday present. Inside is Chucky's severed arm, which triggers Glenn enough to pee his pants and twitch his little eye.
Beep, beep, Richie.
Finally, the arm grabs at him, ending this.
It is sad that he only said it once in the remake, but that's okay, I guess.
Some people count Glenn as a death there, but I think that's stupid.
Yeah, said Thomas. I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Besides, there's still plenty of other kills in this movie without see just how many and get to the numbers.
Let's see. I think the last take I did was good.
As a death there. Some people count Glenn. Some people count Glenn. Some people count Glenn.
I've not seen Dead Silence.
Stupid. Besides, there's still plenty of other kills in this movie without it. Let's see just how many and get to the numbers.
Yep, that's what we're going with. Oh, cool. I bought the Skeleton Crew, which is the Stephen King collection of stories that includes The Mist. So I'm going to be reading that because people keep talking about the fucking Mist. And now I have to kill this fucking clown. All right. Time for more editing.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victims in all our.
Oh yeah, did you see that? Connor Peterson. Did you see that video with the Georgie actor that played before the the Alamo whatever theater, where he was like something about being off your phones, but he's like, "Yo, float too."
Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini. The Mancini one. If you thought throwing a healthy batch, baby, throwing a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction.
How many more Chucky movies are left? We got Seed, Curse, and then Cult comes out, so 3.
Addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. Throwing a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. Throwing a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. Throwing a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. And baby, you got a stew going. And baby, you got a stew going. And baby, whether or not you'd want to eat that. And baby, throwing a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia.
Anything but normal. Why can't this guy do the Halloween series and Freddy series? If he has time for monster conventions, why can't he put time for his fans? Hey, man. So, I don't know if this is your first time at an editing stream, but I do put a lot of time into this channel for the fans. In fact, I put all of my time into this channel for the fans. I don't really do anything social. I don't get a lot of sleep. I've sacrificed exercising, which is something that I love to do, in order to keep up weekly releases on this channel. So I'd appreciate if you would be a little bit cooler and not so rude and not imply that I owe you something and that I shouldn't be taking the time to go to conventions, which I would also spend filming and making a video for this channel for the fans. So maybe don't be a dick about it, because I really put all of my time into this channel, and with that time, there's not enough left over to do the larger series. So please try to be understanding about that, and don't be a dick. All right? Thanks.
Baby, you got a stew going.
Jesus.
Baby, you got a stew going. Whether or not you'd want to eat that stew is a different issue entirely.
Thanks, Sophie. Also, earlier today, I did do some work on Drunk Disney. I finally did some work on Drunk Disney. We'll get Lion King 2 out by the end of the month. I know that was supposed to come out like 2 months ago. I'm sorry, but it's in my hands now. I'll do some work on it, and I'll try to get it out at the end by the end of the month. I'm sorry.
entirely. But hey, for all the crazy shit going on in this movie, at least there are still a whole bunch of kills. So let's get to them.
It was my first time watching it. Watching the Lion King 2 cut because Gressel's been editing it, and I think it'll be a good episode. I was really happy watching it.
Whether or not throwing a healthy back. If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman.
Where the fuck? What?
Whether or not the movie begins with sperm. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror, released in 2004 and the last in the series to have a theatrical release. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the fifth Chucky movie, Seed of Chucky, released in 2004 and the last in the series to have a theatrical release. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the fifth Chucky movie, Seed of Chucky, released in 2004 and the last in the series to have a theatrical release. Welcome. Seed of Chucky served. Welcome. Release. Seed of Chucky.
No, Tim Curry's not really in the condition to be doing cameos and shit. He had a stroke a while ago, and he's wheelchair bound. I know he did do that Rocky Horror Picture Show thing.
Release. Seed of Chucky served as the release. Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further, and if you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman, John throwing a healthy. Whether or not you'd Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even. Seed of Chucky.
A Practical Folks editing stream, maybe
Mancini
one day.
wanted to take the franchise even further.
Yeah, maybe.
Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedies. Mancini wanted. Whether or not throwing a healthy batch of. If you thought Bride. Whether or not throwing a healthy. Whether or not. The movie begins. Whether or not. If you thought Bride.
No, I'll do one. Yeah, I'll do one. Eli Ellington, man, if it says not to do requests, please just don't do requests. No, they'll probably stick with the same Pennywise look. I think they'd be dumb to change up his clown appearance because that guy is fucking everywhere now. Pennywise is a fucking meme, and it's kind of great. I love it.
Release. Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Seed of Chucky served as. Seed of Chucky. Release. Seed of Chucky served. Theatrical release. Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini.
Which one is better, Friday the 13th or Halloween? If you're talking about original movie, Halloween for sure.
The man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, so we wound up with this. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, and so we wound up with this. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, so we wound up with this.
Yeah, I love that Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be in the new Halloween. That's awesome.
Films in the series. Mancini wanted films in the series. All the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, so we wound up with this.
Yeah, Sarah, you're right about that.
This. If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman, John Waters, and Jennifer Tilly playing herself. Whether or not you'd want to eat, throwing a healthy batch of meth, throwing a healthy. If you thought Bride was weird,
Oh, whoops.
If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman, John Waters, and Jennifer Tilly playing herself. If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman, John Waters, and Jennifer Tilly playing herself. If you thought Bride was weird, If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman, John Waters, and Jennifer Tilly playing herself. If you thought whether or not you'd want to eat that stew is a different issue entirely. But hey, for all the crazy shit going on in this movie, at least there are still a whole bunch of kills. So let's get to them. Throw in a healthy batch of medic.
I don't know why people think I would do daily uploads ever. Like, I don't think that'll ever happen, man. Daily uploads? That'd be crazy. I would never. That would put me right back into where I am now, where I just don't have time for anything. I just want time to do stuff. I thought it was a spider. It was just like a thing of dust floating on the ceiling.
Herself. Throw in a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. Throw in a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. Throw in a healthy playing herself. Throw in a healthy playing herself. Throw in a healthy playing herself. Throw in a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going.
Oh man, Cage, if that's how I say it, Cage YT. That's one of my favorite parts. I was like, come on, is this not real enough for you, Billy? That was really good.
Whether or not you'd want to eat that stew is a different issue entirely. But hey, for all the crazy shit going on in this movie, at least there are still a whole bunch of kills. So let's get to them. Whether or not you'd want to eat that stew is a different issue entirely. But hey, for all the crazy shit going on in this movie, at least there are still a whole bunch of kills. So let's get to them.
That one. Cool intro done, motherfucker.
You going?
Man, I'm so glad it's doing so well and that it's like so much in the popular culture. That's so fun.
Baby, you got a stew going. Whether or not you'd want to eat that stew.
Hot dog man. Hot dog man, where? Thanks, Chilled. I hope that my videos do make you appreciate the genre a little more, because I hope to eventually just be able to really show people all the cool things the genre can do. That's not all just slashers and shit.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the fifth Chucky movie, Seed of Chucky, released in 2004, and the last in the series to have a theatrical release. Seed of Chucky served as the direct.
Young Gravy God, man, you can just leave, dude. If you really hate us all so much, you can just leave. Yeah, Sophie, I'm glad. I'm so happy that people who previously hadn't watched horror movies are like going to see them in theaters. That's so fun.
Release. Seed of Chucky, released in 2004, and the last in the series to have a theatrical release. Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films. Don Mancini. Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, so
I think I'm more excited for Jigsaw than Leatherface. Oh no. I love the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's been way too long since I've seen the others, but I just watched the 2003 remake, and that thing was fucking garbage. That's fucking garbage-ass movie. But that other remake is supposed to be better, right? I don't know, man.
We wound up with this. If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Redman, John Waters, and Jennifer Tilly playing herself. Throw in a healthy batch of meta commentary and themes of fighting addiction and gender dysmorphia, and baby, you got a stew going. Whether or not you'd want to eat that stew is a different issue entirely. But hey, for all the crazy shit going on in this movie, at least there are still a whole bunch of kills. So let's get to them.
Let's see what's up. Yeah, I just don't know if I'm into the whole current Leatherface mythos. I don't know. I haven't seen the current timeline, like how it's the what is it? It's like the 2013 reboot or whatever. I don't know. That franchise has the most insane continuity out of any franchise, I would say, as far as like what movies count and what timelines they're involved in. What am I doing here? See you, Finn. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Close. Timelines. Let's throw some elements in here. It's always fun. It's always fun when you have the elements going on. So. What part of YouTube is the best? Writing, filming, or editing? Huh. I don't know, man. Filming sucks. Filming would be great if I had a crew. It's very stressful without one because I have to just do everything and set everything up and everything goes wrong and it takes forever. I hate it. Fuck filming. Writing can be difficult. I struggle with it, but I do kind of like it. And editing, I like editing. I don't know, man. Releasing them is the best part. Releasing them and reading comments. That's the best part. The rewrite is really fun too.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the... Welcome to the kill...
Yeah, filming sucks, man.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally... Welcome to the kill count.
I think I need like a frame or two there.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the 5th Chucky movie, Seed of Chucky.
Fuck, I'm so tired. I have not even been contacted about the silver play button. Apparently they take a very long time to get that shit sorted out. I did go to film school. I can't fully recommend it. It was a lot of money, and I've learned a lot more just like doing shit on my own. Oh, will I do Cult of Chucky review and discussion? You know what, Steven? I don't know if I can, man. Because I'll be working to get a kill count done on Friday. So I don't know if I can take the time to like do a live stream discussion. I don't know. I'll think about it.
2004 and the last in the series to have a theatrical release. Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini.
Oh, thank you, Junko Martinez. Yeah, at this point, people who order pins, we ship them out like same day, because we just print them out on. We print out the label here, we stick them in the envelope, and then we just put them in the mailbox downstairs in our apartment building lobby. So that shit like goes out right away if anyone wants to order a pin. I guess one good thing about going to this is fun. We'll go there. I guess one good thing, I'm trying to be optimistic or look on the bright side of how I have to go to Son of Monster Palooza tomorrow instead of today, and nothing I can put in the pros column makes up for not being able to see the Thing panel or the Cult of Chucky panel. Like tomorrow I'm going for free, so I'm not spending any money to go to Son of Monster Palooza. That's cool, but like fuck man, I would spend gladly spend the money I was going to spend to see those panels. I'm so fucking sad that I'm not seeing them. But another benefit of going tomorrow instead of today, one is, I know, Liz, I know, it kills me. One is it's free. Two is it'll take up less of my day, because today if I had gone today, I would have had to be there from doors open till the Cult of Chucky panel finishing, which was like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that'd be 7 hours. Now I'll probably go there for like 3 or 4 hours. So I'll save some time. But another cool thing is that we got in the mail today, after we got back, a little card reader for Shopify, the shop that we use for our pins. So we were planning on trying to sell some at Son of Monster Palooza tomorrow, just having them on us in our backpack and being like, if people ask, we'll sell them. And now if that happens, we can, and people want to use their card, we can do that. So I guess those are pluses. I'm still so fucking sad, man, that I'm missing that Monster Palooza, or that thing panel, dude.
View of Don Man's.
God damn it.
Seed of Chucky served as the directorial debut of Don Mancini, the man who created Chucky and wrote all the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, so we wound up with this. If you thought Bride was weird, this. If you the franchise even further.
Young Gravy God. All right. Yeah, you can just ban Young Gravy God. He's not contributing anything to this conversation. Hi, Mickey. I'm doing all right. Also, I saw someone say someone said something about me making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know what other James A. Janice they're talking about, but I'll trade. I'll trade with him. Oh my god.
Wound up with this. If you thought Bride was
on Social Blade. Yeah, Social Blade doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about, man.
wrote all the films in the series. Mancini wanted to take the franchise even further into comedy, so we wound up with this. If you thought Bride this. If you thought Bride was weird, get ready for a movie featuring Red.
Oh. So pretty. For what?
Thanks, Mario. I don't want to cover the intro right now.
The movie begins with sperm. The movie begins with sperm. The movie begins with sperm. Yep, that's sperm. Sperm. Yep, that's right. The opening credit. Sperm. Yep. Yep, that's right. That's right. The opening credits play over a bunch of little Chucky sperms spinning through. The opening credits play over a bunch of little Chucky sperms. Swim credits play over. The opening credits play. The opening credits. The opening credits play over a bunch of little Chucky sperms swimming through a vaginal canal and making a little Chucky zygote. If only this was.
Oh, cool, Cage. Correct me if I'm wrong in that pronunciation, but good voice work there. Way to go with Freddy and Ghostface.
Play over a bunch of little Chucky sperms swimming through a vaginal canal and making a little Chucky zygote. If only this was the limit of doll sperm in this Chucky zygote. If only this was the limit of doll sperm in this movie, but alas, there will be more. and making a little Chucky zygote.
Oops. Whoa, whoops.
If only this were the limit of doll sperm in this movie, but alas, there will be more. After that miracle, if only this was the limit of doll if only this
Social Blade's a site that, like, I mean, I use it to look at some things, because what they have that YouTube doesn't have, which is really useful, is here. I'll just pull it up. So, you go dead meat, and oh, I got a B. That's fun. Yeah, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. It's literally less than their low end range. What I like for Social Blade that YouTube doesn't have is if you go to see full monthly statistics. For some reason, YouTube doesn't have this cumulative subscriber graph, which I really like, because you can see like big jumps that happen. But yeah, YouTube has YouTube's graphs are like this, but it doesn't have this kind of like cumulative effect, so that you can see if there's like just kind of like, you know, your X value, the rate at which you're going. What up, Allie? So yeah.
Chucky zygote. If only this were the limit. A little Chucky zygote. If only this were the limit of doll sperm in this movie, but alas, there will be more. After that, more. There will be more. After that miracle of life.
Cool Cage, noted.
If only this were the limit of doll sperm in this movie, but alas, there will be more. After that miracle of life credit sequence, we have a first-person perspective. After that miracle of life credit sequence, we have a first-person perspective. Will be more. After that miracle, there will be more. After that miracle of life credit sequence, we have will be more. After that miracle of life credit sequence, we have a first-person perspective of a doll given to a little British girl named Claudia as a gift. Too bad she thinks as a gift. Claudia as a gift. Too bad she thinks it's ugly.
Yo, thanks, Allie. I appreciate that. And I like feel it in my heart, you know.
Named Claudia as a gift. Too bad she thinks it's ugly AF and throws it back in the box. That night, the audience throws it back in the box. That night, the ugly AF and throws it back in the box. That night, the audience surrogate doll grabs a knife and heads upstairs, where it's picked up by British Daddy Richard. The doll waits. British Daddy Richard.
British Daddy. Daddy.
Picked up by British Daddy Richard. The doll wastes no time. Picked up by British Daddy Richard. The doll wastes no time stabbing Richard in the chest and riding. British Daddy Richard. The doll wastes no time stabbing Richard in the chest and riding him over the upstairs banister, giving us our first kill of the movie a mere 5 minutes in, when Richard hits the ground and dies.
No more daddies. Not even British daddies. Not even British daddies.
The ground and dies. Our Avatar doll continues his homage to Halloween and heads back upstairs into the bathroom.
But British daddy.
Upstairs.
Daddy.
Halloween and heads back upstairs.
Hey Gail, chill out, dude.
Back upstairs into the bathroom where the nameless British mummy is taking a shower. The doll. The mummy is taking a shower. The doll sneaks.
Yeah, people have said that my hair looks black in kill counts. Must just be may I have some more, daddy? Must just be the color correction, yeah. I literally did just finish recording this earlier that day. That's why I'm wearing the same shirt.
Mummy is taking a shower. The doll sneaks up on her but drops the knife before he can stab her. Still shocking her on her but drops the knife before he can stab her.
Thanks, Philadelphia legend.
Still shocking her enough to fall out of the tub and onto the bathroom floor, where she cracks her head open and dies. Her head open and dies. Fun fact, this is the cracks her head open and dies. Fun fact, this is the first time since a Friday film that I've had to censor a nipple.
Nipple.
It's to censor a nipple. It's also the only Friday film that I've had to censor a nipple. It's also the only film that I've had to censor a nipple. It's also the only occurrence of human nudity in the Chucky series so far. The doll so far. Chucky series so far. The doll catches a glimpse of itself in the mirror before moving on to find the little girl Claudia. But when he finally does find But when he finally does find her, a glimpse of
Nice, Stephen Curry. That's a good bet.
himself in the mirror before moving on to find the little girl Claudia. But when the doll catches a glimpse of itself in the mirror before moving on to find the little girl Claudia. But when he finally does find her, a glimpse. But when he finally does find the little girl Claudia. But when he finally does find her, he only manages to piss himself while she yells at him. While she yells at him. He wakes up to.
I'm super tired, gamer guy. I got up so early for the convention and got all fucking morning. I was charged, just running all over, getting everything ready for the convention. And I don't know if I had gone earlier, if I would have been able to get tickets. I doubt it. There were a fuck ton of people there, man. But I was just all morning running around, making breakfast and preparing pins and packing equipment, and I really should have done all that last night, but I didn't. I did it all this morning. Oh, God, I'm so tired.
Himself while she yells at him. He wakes up to find out it was all a dream, and he's living a very Pinocchio-like existence, captive in a cage. Very Pinocchio-like existence. Captive in a cage and forced to perform a stage show with this ventriloquist named Sykes. And forced to perform a stage show with this ventriloquist named Sykes. Captive in a cage and forced to perform a stage show with this ventriloquist in a cage and
Sophie, oh God, you saw it, and so you weren't in the stream when I talked about it. You should go watch that stream, that discussion. Did you like it? I thought I didn't like it, but now I love it.
Captive in a cage and forced to perform a stage show with this ventriloquist named Sykes. Also, his name is Shitface, which is pretty funny. Also, his name is Shitface, which is pretty funny. Also, his name is Shitface, which is pretty funny. Also, his name is Shitface, which is pretty funny. Also, his name is.
Oh, Allie, you are a bad noodle.
Also, his name is Shitface, which is pretty funny. But hold up, this. Also, his name is Shitface, which is pretty funny. But hold up, this is a ventriloquist competition, and it's more bumping than Bonnaroo.
Just kick Mr. A, whatever, man. We don't need people like him in this chat. Fuck him.
Bumping than Bonnaroo? I don't know what word. It's more bumping than Bonnaroo? I don't know what world this movie takes place in, man. But I don't know what world this movie takes place in, but I bet Jeff. Bumping than Bonnaroo? I don't know what world this movie takes.
Get an editor, Philadelphia legend. I am an editor. If you mean get a different editor, I would have to pay them, and I don't have that money.
Bonnaroo? I don't know what world this movie takes place. Bonnaroo? I don't know what world this movie takes place in, but I bet Jeff Dunham's the equivalent to Jimi Hendrix in it. If only he'd like those. Jimi Hendrix in it.
Oh, don't worry, Sophia. Sophie, I was the same way. I didn't see a lot of what I saw. Like I had to read up or like sit there and think about it. But yeah, most of the time in the theater, I was just like I wasn't sitting there thinking about all that shit.
Jimi Hendrix in it. If only he'd light those racist puppets on fire. If only he'd light those racist puppets on fire. Which is all fine as long as he ends this show lighting those shitface gives. If only Jimi Hendrix in it. If only he'd light those racist puppets on fire.
Yeah, also, if I had someone else edit it, it might not be the same, man. Might not be the same.
I bet Jeff Dunham's the equivalent to Jimi Hendrix in it. If only he'd light those racist puppets on fire. Shitface. Racist puppets on fire. If only he'd light those racist puppets on fire. Shitface. If only he'd light those racist puppets on fire. Shitface gives us a voiceover narration pondering his existence. Pondering his existence. He knows he's Japanese. He has violent. He knows he's Japanese. He knows he's Japanese. He has violent dreams, even though he'd never heard a fly. Dreams, even though he'd never heard a fly, and he really wants to. Dreams, even though he'd never heard a fly, and he really wants to know where his parents are. And he really wants to know where his parents are. Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack.
I think the beep beep just means like knock it off. Like beep beep, Richie. Like fucking shut your stupid loud ass mouth.
Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack. He finds Chuck is having some problems with his sack. Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack. Where a guy dressed as Santa is having
Beep beep, Richie. Fucking shut your stupid loud ass mouth.
problems with is having some
Yeah, that's a direct quote.
Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his.
Oh, cool. Now he's Mr. B. That's really funny and clever because he was Mr. A before. Just keep banning him, guys. He only has 26 letters to go through.
He really wants to know where his parents are. Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa, and he has violent dreams even though he'd never heard a fly, and he really wants to know where his parents are. Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack.
Fuck. Say my name, say my name.
Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems.
No, Richie is awesome. At least young Richie in the remake is awesome.
Cut to another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack.
Adult Richie in the remake is my least favorite fucking human being.
Where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack.
Fuck, I can't find a good place to...
Another scene where a guy dressed as Santa is having some problems with his sack.
Nice.
He finds Chuck.
I like Seth Green too.
Some problems with his sack. He finds.
He's not the best in that movie though. There are some moments where I'm like, oh, this is a kid actor who doesn't really know what he's doing.
Some problems with his sack. He finds Chucky sitting by a tombstone, and as he's getting a closer look, Tiffany comes behind. And as he's getting a closer look, Tiffany comes behind him and starts strangling him with a slinky. Everyone loves a strangle. Everyone loves a strangle. Everyone loves a strangle.
No, I like Seth Green. But there are moments in that movie where, like, he's not, you know, where he's not a great actor. Allie, why do you hate Seth Green, man? Damn, you got this thing against Seth Green.
Everyone loves a strangle. Chucky slashes his fake stomach and rips off his fake beard, complaining about the effects a fake Santa could have on one's psyche.
Oops.
Could have on one's psyche.
There you go.
Santa. Your beard, complaining about the effects a fake Santa could have on one's psyche. Turns out
He's obnoxious.
Could have on one's psyche. Turns out Chucky's male.
Yeah, Seth Green from Austin Powers. He's the best part in Austin Powers. In that first movie, Seth Green's the funniest fucking part. He's hilarious.
Turns out Chucky's malfunctioning because this is a movie set and that Santa's not really dead. Yep, taking a page. because this is a movie set and that Santa's not really dead. Yep, taking
Like a bad Michael Cera. Seth Green's nothing like Michael Cera. You crazy.
a page right from the Scream sequel. Seed of Chucky features a film within a film about the events features a film within a film.
No, he's definitely not the worst of Austin Powers. Fat Bastard is the worst of Austin Powers. Although I recognize Fat Bastard's not in the original.
Chucky features
Yeah, Creepypasta 2. I do look in the chat as evidenced by the conversation I'm having with tons of people right now.
a film within a film about the events in the early film within a film about the events in the film within a film about the events features a film within a film about the events in the within a film about the events
Fuck.
film within a film
What is Austin Powers? That's crazy.
features a film within a film about the events in the earlier movie of the franchise. But in a move that outmetas about the events in the earlier movie of the franchise. But in a
Yeah, I know Seth Green is Chris from Family Guy and made Robot Chicken. I know these things.
about the events in the earlier movie of the franchise. But in a move that outmetas about the events in the earlier movie of the franchise. But in a move that
Fuck.
of the franchise. But in a move that outmetas even the crappiest of the Scream movies, by which I mean Scream 3, obviously. The crappiest of the Scream movies, by which I mean Scream 3, obviously. 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 Jennifer Tilly.
Maybe that one.
By which I mean Scream 3. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. The crappiest of the Scream movies. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. But in a move that outmetas even the crappiest of the Scream movies. By which I mean. But in a move that outmetas even the crappiest of the Scream movies. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously.
Jennifer Tilly.
But in a move that outmetas even the crappiest of the Scream movies. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously.
Just wait until he gets to Mr. F. Anyone?
But in a move that outmetas even the crappiest of the Scream movies. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously.
Mr. F.
Crappiest of the Scream movies. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. By which I mean Scream 3, obviously.
For British eyes only.
By which I mean Scream 3, obviously. Jennifer Tilly is actually an
Anger management.
by which I mean Scream 3, obviously. Jennifer Tilly is actually an actress in this movie. It's in this movie. It's Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly is actually an actress in this movie. It's Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly is actually an actress in this movie. It's Jennifer Tilly playing Tiffany in a fake movie. And also,
Gotta have to pick one of those. That one's fine.
and also Tiffany in a fake movie. And also voicing actual.
I'm not using all three, guys. Everyone always wants me to just use all the takes. You can't do that. It's not how it works.
And also voicing actual Tiffany in this actual movie. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck.
That's yeah, okay, Ash. I was just gonna let you fix yourself.
This actual movie. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks.
Yeah, Liz, I did think about that. Zooming in on each one.
It's Jennifer Tilly playing Tiffany in a fake movie. Tiffany in a fake movie. A fake movie. In a fake movie. Playing Jennifer Tilly playing Tiffany in a fake movie. And also voicing actual Tiffany in this actual movie. You should really just buckle up for this actual movie. Tiffany in this actual movie. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks.
Yeah, I hope the being that I created specifically for the purpose of modding this chat is in fact the best moderator. Or else I would just have to release... just have to get rid of her. I'll just have to get rid of her. Oh, someone ordered pins. What happened? Oh, Sophie! Sophie Dudusco getting that bundle. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Oh, God, I gotta do some work shit today for the Orville. I have to do some fucking work shit for the Orville.
You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks. Jennifer complains. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks. Jennifer complains about not getting in. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks. Jennifer complains about. You should really just buckle up for a mindfuck for this one, folks. Jennifer complains about not getting any good roles anymore, so her assistant Joan mentions that Redman, yes, the so her assistant Joan mentions that Redman, yes, the rapper Redman. Yes, the rapper Redman. Yes, the rapper Redman is casting a movie and looking for Jennifer. Yes, the rapper Redman. Yes, the rapper Red. Yes, the rapper Redman is casting a movie and looking for someone to play the Virgin Mary. Jennifer is casting a movie and looking for someone to play the Virgin Mary. Jennifer jumps at the opportunity as a way to reinvent her image. Jennifer.
Cult of Chucky is not coming out in theaters. It's a direct-to Blu-ray release.
Jennifer jumps at the opportunity as a way to reinvent her image. Jennifer jumps at the opportunity as a way to reinvent her image. Jennifer jumps at the opportunity as a way to reinvent her image. Jennifer jumps at the opportunity as a way to reinvent her image. Jennifer play the Virgin Mary. Jennifer jumps at the opportunity as a way to reinvent her image. A television reinvent her image. A television broadcast as a way to reinvent her image. A television broadcast about her image. A television broadcast about the Chucky movie is seen by Shitface, and when Chucky waves goodbye to the audience with a "fuck you very much," Shitface seen by Shitface, and when Chucky waves goodbye to the audience with a goodbye to the audience with a fuck. Waves goodbye to the audience with a "fuck you very much."
There is a new Chucky coming out.
Goodbye to the audience with a "fuck you very much." Shitface notices he has the same "Made in Japan" stamp on his wrist. Convinced that he's on his wrist. With a "fuck you very much," Shitface notices he has the same "Made in Japan" stamp on his wrist. Convinced that he's found his parents, he does,
Nebs Knox. He does indeed kill Britney Spears in this movie.
Has the same "Made in Japan" stamp on his wrist. Convinced that he's found his parents, he doesn't hesitate to escape from his cage, somehow outrunning Sykes in this weird shot and then riding a garbage truck to freedom. Somehow outrunning Sykes in this weird shot and then riding a...
I really liked Curse of Chucky.
Sykes in this weird shot and then riding a garbage truck to freedom. And then riding this weird shot and then riding a garbage truck to freedom. A freaking Indiana... And then riding a garbage truck to freedom. And then riding a garbage truck to freedom. A freaking Indiana Jones sequence shows his passage across the Atlantic where he lands in Hollywood, ready to reunite with Mommy and Daddy.
Daddy.
Ready to reunite with Mommy and Daddy. Before he does, though, we have to watch Jennifer's audition with Redman, which kind of makes me want an audio...
Wow, don't say that, Allie. Shitface looks like David Bowie.
Audition with Redman, which kind of makes me want an audio... So we have to watch Jennifer's audition with Redman. Watch Jennifer's audition with Redman, which kind of makes me want... Audition with Redman, which kind of makes me want an audiobook of the...
Rude fucking doll.
So we have to watch Jennifer's audition with Redman, which kind of makes me want an audiobook of the Bible as read by the two of them. As read by the two of them. He starts staring at her tillies, so she takes a... He starts staring at her tillies, so he starts staring at her tillies, so she takes a... He starts staring at her tillies, so she takes advantage of it. He starts staring at her tillies, so... He starts staring at her tillies. Is read by the two of them. He starts staring at her tillies.
Well, that's setting your goals way too high, Allie. No one will ever be that cool.
He starts staring at her tillies, so she takes a... He starts staring at her tillies, so she takes advantage of it and invites him over to her place in an effort to secure the role over his first choice, Julia Roberts, who also did a weird kind of playing as herself type thing in the second Ocean's movie. Julia Roberts, who also did a weird... His first choice, Julia Roberts, who also did a...
Dude, why are there so many assholes tonight? I am falling out of love with live streaming, guys.
To secure the role over his first choice, Julia Roberts, who also did a weird kind of playing as herself type thing in the second Ocean's movie. Over his first choice, Julia Roberts, who also did a weird meta kind of playing as herself type thing in the second Ocean's movie. Shitface makes his... Who also did a weird... So she takes advantage... He starts staring at her tillies, so she takes advantage of it and invites him over to her place in an effort to secure the role over his first choice, Julia
You don't
Roberts,
need to be kept young. You're all young already. I'm the one who needs you. And I'll kill all I need to find it.
Type thing in the second Ocean's movie. Shitface makes his way into the makeup and effects workshop and finds the lifeless animatronics of Chucky and Tiffany. He whips of Chucky and Tiffany. He whips out the heart of Damballa. Chucky and Tiffany. He whips out the heart of Damballa because I guess he has that now. And ends up tapping into some subconscious recognition that the incantation on the back of it is pretty important. It is pretty important. Not the best recitation of the incantation, but it still manages to get the job done.
SJ Slayton, you don't want to be friends with me. I'm actually kind of a shitty friend because I never have time to hang out or see my friends.
Manages to get the job done, reanimating Chucky and Tiffany for another hijinks-filled adventure. Chucky laughs at Tiffany for another hijinks-filled adventure. Chucky laughs at Shitface's name and makes Chucky laughs for another hijinks-filled adventure. Chucky laughs at Shitface's name and makes fun of how ugly and freakish looking he is. A running joke in looking he is. How ugly and freakish looking he is. A running joke in this movie, even though he's just one diluted pupil away from being David Bowie. The sexiest man who has the sexy, even though he's just one diluted pupil away from being David Bowie. Even though he's just one diluted pupil away from just one diluted.
Shut up! I'm not bad at responding. You're bad at.
Joke in this movie, even though he's just one
You're bad at it.
Diluted pupil. A running joke in this movie, even though he's just one diluted pupil away from.
You're bad at it.
A running joke in this movie, even though he's just one diluted pupil away from being David Bowie. Being David
Bowie.
Even though he's just one diluted pupil away from being David.
No, you're bad at. You're bad at responding.
One diluted pupil away from being David Bowie, the sexiest man who has ever or will ever walk this earth. To get or walk this earth. Or will ever walk this earth. To get the story moving. To get the story will ever walk this earth. To get the story moving, Chucky and Tiffany are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan stamp that he had. By the Made in Japan stamp. They are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan. Chucky and Tiffany are immediately convinced by.
No, I talk. And
Tiffany are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan. They are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan stamp that he is in fact their kid. Tiffany.
I talk.
Chucky and Tiffany are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan stamp. And Tiffany are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan stamp that he is in fact their kid.
Yeah, Bree knows. Bree knows.
To get the story moving, Chucky and Tiffany.
Oh, I'm jealous, movie buff. I want to see it again.
Convinced by the Made in Japan stamp that he is in fact their kid. Tiffany accepts him with open arms. Chucky faints like Tiffany accepts him with open arms. Chucky faints like a sitcom character. Chucky faints like a sitcom character.
Meh.
The Made in Japan stamp that he is in fact their kid. Tiffany accepts him with the Made in Japan stamp that he.
What exists? What exists? Elephants?
Chucky and Tiffany are immediately convinced by the Made in Japan stamp that he is in fact their kid. Tiffany accepts him with open arms.
What's going on? Why is everyone freaking out, man?
Tiffany accepts him with open arms. Tiffany accepts him with open arms. Chucky faints.
Yeah, I speak.
Tiffany accepts him with open arms. Chucky faints like a sitcom character. They accepts him with open arms.
I speak. That's a Jar Jar Binks quote.
Tiffany accepts him with open arms. Chucky faints like a sitcom character. They freeze up when the set puppeteer walks in to fix the animatronics due to the earlier malfunction.
Thanks, Nirvana Archive. Welcome to the channel, yo.
Earlier malfunction.
Egads, where's the Misa going? Better dead here than in the core. Egads, what is Misa saying?
The animatronics due to the earlier malfunction. When he takes the battery cover off of Tiffany, he finds bloody beating organs inside and a wire around his neck, courtesy of Chucky. Chucky and Tiffany. Courtesy of
Bad bombing. God, I wish I could do a Jar Jar voice.
And a wire around his neck, courtesy of Chucky. Chucky and Tiffany decapitate the guy together for the first quote-unquote Tiffany decapitate the guy together for the.
Yeah, Rich McConnell. Fuck yeah, dude. Completely agree with your take on the sound design for Mother. Love how you heard every creak of the wood and the glass is filling with water. Fuck yeah, dude. It was so good.
The first quote-unquote real kill of the movie. Really fun. around his neck, courtesy of Chucky. Chucky and Tiffany decapitate the guy together for the first quote-unquote real kill of the movie. Real kill of the movie. Really fun fact.
The thing does have a good score. It's very minimalist.
Real kill of the movie. Really fun fact. This guy's name is Tony Gardner, and he's playing himself. Dude is an actor. Gardner, and he's playing himself. Dude is an actual makeup and special effects.
Yeah, I feel like Liz is always messaging me with like, Sahiba wants to know.
Gardner, and he's playing himself. Dude is an actual makeup and special effects designer who worked on this film and many others, including Zombieland. He also does, including Zombieland. He also does. Worked on this film and many others, including Zombieland. He also designed the friggin' Geico Cavemen. Remember when they got their own show for like 2 seconds? 2 seconds? He also designed the friggin' Geico Cavemen. Remember when they had their own show for like 2 seconds?
You sent me a funny on Twitter. Let me see the funny. Better be fucking funny. I better fucking laugh my ass off. I better fucking laugh my fucking I better be assless after I look at this because I have laughed my ass off. It's a YouTube link. You expect me to watch a video? That increases how funny it better be by tenfold. By fucking tenfold if I'm going to watch a fucking video. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. All right. Better be fucking good. Jesus. It better be 10 times better than what I said it needed to be previously. Let's fucking find out. Where is it? Trying to find it on here. Oh. Okay, sounds promising.
Now listen closely. Here's a little lesson in trickery. This is going down in history.
I don't even know what that song is, but that's great. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, gonna retweet that. Good work.
He also designed the friggin' Geico Cavemen.
Oh, it's from
Remember when they
Lazy
had their own
Town?
show for, like,
That's
2
great.
seconds?
I know that Pennywise dancing is a meme.
He also designed the friggin' Geico Cavemen. Remember when they had their own show for like 2 seconds? He also designed the friggin' Geico Cavemen, including Zombieland. He also designed the friggin' Geico Cavemen. Remember when they
Oh, the song is a
friggin'
meme.
Geico Cavemen. Remember when they had their own show for like 2 seconds?
Okay, I got it. I understand the song's a meme. Got it. Okay, I got it. I got it, guys. The song's a meme. I got it. I got it. I understand now. Now I know.
Well, Chucky and Tiffany are turned on by all that.
Yep, it's from Lazy Town. I've gotten this information. Yeah, it's called We Are Number One. All that information. It's in my head now. You guys, I understand. Oh, it's a meme? Oh, is it? Thanks, Ash. I hadn't. That's news to me. Yeah. Oh no, Sarah. Yeah, no, that's interesting stuff. I'm wondering though, guys, was that song a meme? Was it a meme? I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Now I know. Oh, it's a meme. All right, cool. Thanks.
Shitface is so upset by it that he ends up pissing his pants again, causing this misunderstanding to come out into the open. Misunderstanding.
No, they're not pissing me off. I'm having fun.
Standing to come out into the open. Yep, apparently.
Mean James is mean. Oh no, you haven't seen me mean. I don't know if any of y'all have seen me mean. Thank you, Nike All-Star. Hey, guys, I'm actually going to end this stream. It's been fun, but it's about 9 o'clock, and I'm going to watch a movie with Chelsea tonight. I'm thinking Kingsman. I've never seen it, so cool. I'm going to get on out of here. Y'all are great, and I hope that you have a lovely night. Yeah, I've heard it's good, too. I have high hopes for it. So I'll see you guys around. And, yeah, be good people.